Here's the thing most drivers never realize. A lot of the cool mods you see on TikTok or at car meets could actually get you arrested. From lights that make your car glow like a UFO, to stealth tricks that turn your plates invisible, some of the most popular upgrades are technically crimes on wheels. Cops are trained to spot them, insurance companies refuse to cover them, dealerships, they'll just smile and pretend they've never heard of it. So, today we're counting down 12 illegal car mods you probably don't know about. The ones that look awesome but can cost you your license. And trust me, number 1 isn't just expensive, it's criminal. Let's kick it off with the kind of mod everyone's guilty of admiring. The one that turns heads for all the wrong reasons. Number 12. Underglow, wheel well, and aftermarket lighting. Those neon underglow RGB strips, wheel well LEDs under your car might scream Fast and Furious, but to cops, they scream probable cause. Underglow kits are one of the most misunderstood car mods out there. While they look harmless, most states ban specific colors, especially red and blue, since they mimic emergency vehicles. Even purple, amber, or white glows can be illegal if too bright, flashing, or visible from certain angles. Also, most states strictly regulate aftermarket lighting. And here's where it gets messy. Every state treats them differently. Arizona says amber and white are fine. Michigan bans almost everything that glows. Kansas allows them, but not if they flash. And Pennsylvania prohibits all accessory lighting on moving vehicles unless you're parked for a car show. Motion-activated wheel well LEDs only make it worse. They turn on the second you hit the road, broadcasting your violation without you even realizing it. And the problem? Modern kits are smartphone controlled. And if you change colors while driving, that's distracted driving too. Anyway, cops are trained to spot aftermarket LEDs instantly, and the fines add up fast. But the thing is, these kits are sold everywhere, even on Amazon, with zero legal disclaimers. But the moment you hit the road glowing like a spaceship, you're breaking the law. Number 11. Illegal fog light colors. Now, those blue, red, or purple fog lights you see on the street, they're more than just aesthetic risk. They're illegal in almost every state for street use. Why? Because these colors are reserved for emergency vehicles, and flashing or even constant blue or red lights on your car can make you look like a cop impersonator. In fact, in some states, using red or blue fog lights can trigger criminal charges for pretending to be law enforcement, a serious offense that can carry jail time. Even amber fog lights aren't completely safe. If they're excessively bright or flashing, many states will consider them illegal too. Also, law enforcement is trained to notice the difference between factory-approved and aftermarket lights instantly. Some police departments even deploy undercover officers at car shows and meets, specifically to spot illegally colored fog lights for future enforcement. And the thing is that the aftermarket industry knows exactly what they're selling. These colored fog lights are marketed online and in stores as cool or custom upgrades, often without a single mention of the legal risks. Some even claim DOT compliance, but many lack certification entirely. That means even if the lights technically fit your vehicle, using them on public roads could lead to criminal charges, hefty fines, or your car being impounded. So while they might make your ride look aggressive or high-tech, blue, red, or purple fog lights are essentially a beacon for trouble. Stick to white or approved yellow if you want extra visibility without ending up on the wrong side of the law. Number 10. Aftermarket air horns. That 150 decibel train horn might feel absolutely badass when you hit it, but here's the worst part. It's more of a weapon than a safety tool. Excessively loud horns don't just annoy your neighbors, they violate local noise ordinances, can cause hearing damage, and even startle other drivers into accidents. Many cities have strict rules limiting how loud your horn can be. Go past the legal decibel limit and you're looking at fines or even disturbing the peace charges. And it's not just about cops writing tickets. An air horn blasting at 150 decibels can make a driver swerve or brake suddenly, creating real danger on the road. Yep, what you think is a safety upgrade is often doing the opposite. Truck drivers or car enthusiasts sometimes justify loud horns as a way to improve visibility or alert others, but studies and police reports show they rarely help. In fact, they're more likely to startle, confuse, or provoke other drivers. Shops that sell these horns often don't warn buyers about local laws, leaving you responsible if something goes wrong. And the takeaway? Your horn should be heard, not feared. Stick to legal volumes and save your ears and your wallet from a massive citation. Number 9. Hidden license plate. Hidden license plate systems might look like a genius stealth hack, but they're straight up illegal. These devices electronically turn your plate black or transparent, making your car invisible to cameras, and of course, cops notice. Actively concealing your plate is usually a felony. It counts as defrauding the DMV or evading law enforcement, which can carry massive fines up to $10,000 and up to 3 years in jail in some states. Even just having the ability to hide your plate is enough to get authorities suspicious. These systems often involve visible wiring, unusual mounts, or aftermarket electronics that stand out during a routine traffic stop. Officers trained to spot these mods know exactly what to look for, and one glance under your bumper or at a weird control switch can trigger an investigation. The crazy part is that some drivers think if they never activate the system, they're safe. Wrong. Federal agencies track these devices as potential criminal tools, and just purchasing or installing one can put you on law enforcement radar. Yeah, that disappearing plate might make your car look cool, but it's also a fast track to serious legal trouble. Number 8. Radar detectors. Radar detectors might seem like a clever way to stay ahead of tickets, but here's the thing. They're not legal everywhere. Some states like Washington, D.C. and Virginia ban them completely. Commercial vehicles face extra restrictions in places like New York and New Jersey, and even where detectors are allowed, mounting them on your windshield can violate obstruction of vision laws. The rules get messy. Some states allow detectors but require them to be mounted out of the driver's line of sight. Others don't care at all. But don't be fooled. Improper placement or usage can land you a citation faster than you can say radar jam. Truckers and professional drivers often ignore restrictions, but that doesn't make it legal. Law enforcement is trained to spot these devices instantly, and tickets can be expensive. So, what's the bottom line? Know your local laws, mount it legally if allowed, or risk serious fines because ignorance won't save you. Number 1. Vanta Black or Ultra Dark paint finishes. Now, ultra dark paints like Vanta Black or other near light absorbing finishes might look insanely cool, but they come with serious legal and safety risks. These paints absorb almost all light, making your car nearly invisible in low light conditions, at dawn, dusk, or in shaded areas. That invisibility isn't just scary for other drivers, it's a liability nightmare. Authorities can cite your car under general safety or reckless endangerment laws, even if no statute specifically mentions Vanta Black. If a collision occurs and your car's dark finish is a factor, insurance companies might deny your claim, leaving you financially exposed. Even for show purposes, these paints are risky. While the military and aerospace industries use them safely, on public roads, your stealthy look turns into a moving hazard. A slick, stealthy car might impress your friends, but cops and courts won't be impressed if your vehicle becomes invisible in a critical moment. Ultra dark paint is a bold style, but it comes with major safety and legal consequences. Think twice before going full stealth. Number 6. Flamethrower exhaust mods. Flamethrower exhausts look cinematic. Flames flying out of the tailpipe, pops and bangs on every downshift, but they're a public hazard, not a clever flex. These setups usually depend on intentionally mistimed ignition, fuel dumping, or disabling emissions and safety systems to create unburned fuel in the exhaust that ignites. That's fun until something that shouldn't light up does light up. Legally, they're a giant problem. Shooting flames from your exhaust can violate fire codes, vehicle safety laws, and local ordinances. Also, in some places, they're treated like carrying an incendiary device. Flames near gas pumps, dry grass, and another parked car can easily start a blaze. And once something burns, the liability is huge. And shops know this. Many refuse to install or support flamethrower mods because their insurance won't cover fire damage tied to aftermarket flame systems. If your car causes a fire or you're found to have purposely defeated emissions gear, you could face fines, impoundment, and even criminal charges in extreme cases. Race teams use anti-lag and staged ignition in controlled environments with fire suppression and safety crews. On public roads, however, you're creating a mobile fire risk. Want the drama without the legal pyrotechnics? Keep flames to the strip or the track, use proper professionally engineered systems only in closed events, or stick to safe sound-tuned pops by dialing ignition timing and fueling on the dyno with a reputable tuner. And that's how you play safe. Number 5. ECU tuning that defeats emissions. So this one is not just a traffic ticket, it's federal territory. Reflashing the ECU to disable emissions control such as EGR, catalytic converters, and DPFs is illegal under the Clean Air Act. The EPA and state ARBs actively pursue shops and owners who sell or use emissions defeat tunes. From 2020 to 2023, the EPA finalized dozens of cases with huge penalties and even criminal referrals. Modern cars aren't dumb. Manufacturers and regulators use tamper-evident seals, build VIN tracking of non-factory calibrations into databases, and can flag vehicles serviced with non-stock tunes. If your tuner disables emissions hardware, your VIN could end up on an enforcement list and you could face civil fines or criminal charges. Insurance and warranties, they can vanish. So, what's the safer alternative? Maybe you can use CARB or EPA-approved parts and tunes designed for track or off-road use only, and never operate an emissions defeat setup on public roads. If you want power, do it with legal upgrades and a compliant dyno-tested tune from a reputable shop. Number 4. Extreme suspension mods. Slammed lowriders and sky-high lifted trucks look dramatic, but extreme suspension changes rewrite the rules of safety. Many states cap allowable lift heights or drop amounts. Hydraulics and active height-changing systems are often illegal while moving. Cars that scrape, have altered geometry, or produce dangerous road contact noises can be ticketed, failed in safety inspections, or impounded. Beyond tickets, there's also the insurance angle. Insurers routinely deny claims if a crash was caused by an illegal or unsafe suspension setup, but the risks go deeper than paperwork. Changing a vehicle's height directly affects its alignment, altering how the tires contact the road. That shift changes the car's braking and handling dynamics, sometimes dramatically, and if the alignment isn't corrected, it can cause uneven tire wear and shorten tire life. In short, hydraulics and extreme suspension mods aren't just about style. They fundamentally change how your vehicle behaves, and not always for the better. Shops may refuse to install or warranty extreme systems because of liability. So if you want a stance without the danger, stick to legally allowed lift or drop limits. Consult local safety regs and have alignment and structural work done by reputable shops. Document everything. You'll sleep better and keep your ride street legal. Number 3. Illegal window tinting. Window tint rules are maddeningly inconsistent. Some states allow very dark rear glass and only light tint up front, but others ban front-side tint entirely except for medical exemptions. And the enforcement is precise about this. Officers use tint meters on the spot. What's legal in one county can be illegal the moment you cross into another. Tint shops don't always advise customers about state-to-state differences. That California limo tint you love may be a Nevada fix-it ticket. It's enforced as safety, not privacy. Dark tints reduce driver visibility at night, increasing crash risk. Some people try films that change opacity with angle, but modern enforcement tools are catching that too. So if you want privacy and compliance, use film within your state's legal visible light transmission limits. Get a certificate if your state issues one, and avoid front-side tints unless explicitly allowed. Also, make sure to carry proof of compliance if you frequently cross state lines. Number 2. Bluish tinted headlights. Those icy blue headlights that scream xenon are more trouble than class. Blue light scatters more than white or yellow, performs poorly in rain or fog, and can easily be mistaken for emergency lighting. Because of that, many states specifically require headlamps to be white or amber. And worse, putting HID or LED bulbs into housings built for halogens ruins beam patterns. Light goes everywhere except the road where you need it, blinding other drivers and making night driving less safe for everyone. Law enforcement can use spectral tools to demonstrate illegal color temperatures, and failing an inspection or getting pulled over is common for these installs. So you need to stick to properly matched bulbs in housings or choose DOT-compliant retrofit kits with proper beam control. It's not just about looking expensive, it's about not blinding people and staying out of court. Number 1. Rolling coal or diesel smoke modification. This is the one cops and regulators actually train for. Rolling coal, intentionally modifying a diesel to blast black smoke, usually means deleting particulate fillers, installing smoke switches, and altering fueling to produce massive soot. It's not a prank. It's an environmental and public safety offense. Clean air laws criminalize emissions tampering. Companies and individuals have been hit with multi-million-dollar fines, and criminal prosecutions aren't rare when there's willful, wide-scale modification or evidence of intent. Rolling coal also causes real-world harm. Reduced visibility, respiratory hazards, and documented incidents where drivers or cyclists were endangered. Some cases have led to assault charges when coal rolling was used to intimidate or harm. In this case, the enforcement is absolutely aggressive. Undercover operations, tip lines, and coordinated federal-state investigations target shops and events that promote coal rolling. So, if you value your license, your wallet, or your freedom, don't do it. Use legal performance upgrades. Respect emissions laws. And if you're serious about diesel performance, do it on the track or with compliant approved hardware. And there you have it. The 12 most common illegal and risky car mods that could land you in hot water with the law, void your insurance, or even put your safety at risk. So, which of these mods are you rethinking for your own ride? Drop it in the comments. I want to know what's keeping your car alive, legal, and running strong. And if this video helped you see your build in a new light, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Do it for your car, and do it for your peace of mind. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep it smooth, keep it clean, and keep driving smart.